Hi and welcome to this edition of Out the Box. My name's Paul. Today we're going to have a look at what is in this small brown box. This is the Ubiquiti angle bracket for the bullet cameras that they do. This one's in white, but it's similar if you have the black model as well. So it's exactly the same. Not a lot in the box, but I just want to show you hopefully how it all works together. So you are going to get your little drilling guide and a packet of screws and lugs to be able to wall mount that. And then you're going to get the item itself. All right, so this is an angled bracket. What is the idea for this? Well, let me just take this camera. This is a G3 Pro, an old G3 Pro, but similar if we're looking at a G4 Pro or a G5 Pro, the size is roughly the same, but this will fit with any bullet cameras. What do we have about bullet cameras? We have what's called this knuckle joint, our ability to move this around. But as you'll see that for most of them, the camera doesn't necessarily go quite flat. It's fairly flat, but it's not quite there. Also, imagine we're putting this on a wall and we need to maybe get this around the wall a little bit more. We want to just get that little bit further out of it. So what comes in the box normally with a bullet camera is all of the fitting here, and then we get an option here, which is our screw-on plate that we would normally fix to the wall. The idea for our angle bracket is, I think it's giving us like another 30 degrees, something like that, is that this is now going to be fitted to the wall. So that's what we've got our longer screws for. That's going to be fitted straight into the wall at the angle that we want. And then obviously we can now then screw that into place on the bottom of our camera. All right, so just do that so you get the idea. So now I'll keep that a little bit looser just so that we can still move the knuckle joint around. Just bear with me while I just try and do that without dropping the camera on the ground. Almost there. All right. So now if we were to take our flat surface, I've just brought that undone a little bit too much. Now obviously if we brought our flat surface and go back to how we had it before, which was sealing upwards, I'm going to have to just move this around a little bit more, sorry. Just try and give you that idea of what you can actually attain with this. Obviously, there's a lot of different angles that you may have decided you need to mount this at. Like I said, around the corner of a wall or whatever. But if you were now using that on a ceiling, you can see now I've got exactly a flat surface. I've got a 90-degree bend. If that was on a wall, I'm obviously actually now able to come round the corner of that wall a little bit more. Maybe it was a little bit more difficult. I needed to point it a lot more down, but it's giving me a little bit of extra angle. I know that some people have got these maybe on the top of a pole, and they're wanting to mount this on the top of a post or the corner of a post and give them a little bit more angle around. So that is what is there. Hopefully it gives you an idea. There's a black version, this is the white version. This fits with all the bullet cameras. All right, so as you can see, this is a G3 Pro, all the way from the G3 Pros to the AI Pros as well, and the normal bullets in between, the G4 Bullet and the AI Bullet and the G5 Bullet. So if you're looking for an extra little bit of angle on there, then this could be useful for you. That's the angle bracket. This one, like I said, in white for the Ubiquiti bullet cameras. Hopefully that's been useful and you sort of get an idea of roughly how it fits together. Head on over to our YouTube channel. We've got plenty more box openings on network, wireless and firewall devices, how-to guides on how to set up Unify Protect or Unify Network. So why don't you subscribe and stay up to date?